Ian, I know this is not the ending you wanted at all to this season. How are you doing with that injury? And then how much emotion is this going to be for you Sunday at center court?
Yeah, I'm dealing with it day by day, because that's really all I can do. Surgery was Tuesday. My last surgery was Tuesday, so it went well. And so now just on the road to recovery, just taking it one day at a time, being diligent in my rehab. But I don't think it's completely dawned on me yet that this is the end, 6 years in and less than a month left. It's kind of crazy to think about. So I actually think it might hit me on the spot. So I'm not really trying not to think about it too much, trying to just stay in the moment, appreciate every moment with these girls.
Karthik.
Hey, Keyen, what has this time at the University of Tennessee meant to you?
It's been amazing. I tell people all the time, played in 4 games last season, played in 17 this season. So what is that, 21 over 2 seasons? And I still have no doubt that I was meant to be here because it's so much bigger than basketball. I've had amazing opportunities with my education, got to be around so many different people and network and make connections and relationships that are going to last the rest of my life. And none of that would have been possible without being here at the University of Tennessee. So it's meant the world to me.
Kellyanne.
Hey, Keyen, what does it mean to you to now be a part of that Lady Vol legacy and carry on with, the rest of your life with that?
It is an absolute honor. I am so excited. It's just because the name carries so much weight. We had some of our Lady Vol alum in practice today, and they were just beaming with pride for us. And I just can't wait to be that person, just always cheering on the girls. I mean, I do that now, but being more of an outsider, when I'm not in the everyday grind with them, just being able to support them any way that I can, being able to give them advice, from my time here. I can't wait. I think it's going to be amazing.
Maria.
I know you're still working on that PhD. What are your plans going forward in terms of completing that? And what are some of your best memories of being here?
So in terms of my degree, I still have a few more semesters of coursework to complete at like actual classes before I am free to go research and write my dissertation. So first things first, I'm trying to get that paid for. I am not trying to pay for those classes. So trying to apply for different NCAA scholarships and grants, Tennessee scholarships, just trying to get money overall to be able to finish that degree, to see it through to completion. And then after that, I'm not really sure. That's kind of a big chunk to bite off right now that I'm dealing with. But I can see it going a number of different ways. I can see it going into coaching. I can see it going into athletic administration. I feel like with the education that I have, with the networks that I have, and with kind of the experience that I have a whole lot of options.
And what are some of your best memories here? I know you still got some to make, but what are some of your best memories in Knoxville?
Best memories. I think the Texas win was pretty memorable. I had a lot of fun just in that game, just throughout the ups and downs of the game, just being in battle with my girls. And I think just a lot of stuff that we do off the court is memorable. I had the girls over at my house, my apartment, a few weeks ago, like when we got back from Christmas break to do a Secret Santa. So things like that are fun. I just love to host them, hang out with them. But I'm trying to create new memories every time with them because it's dawning on me that it's going to be gone soon and there's not going to be anything like this again. So, yeah.
Kellyanne.
Hey, Keyen, how have you now transitioned your role into being almost like an extra coach on the court for the team?
Yeah, I think it was a pretty easy transition because I redshirted 1 year at Liberty where I kind of got that same role, and then last year sitting out. So this is kind of my third go round at it. But I've kind of just tried to be an encourager. The coaches are going to be critical. They're going to, tell you what you're doing wrong and what you need to do. And I try to come behind that and just continue to uplift the girls, keep them encouraged, keep working, keep trying, you're going to get it. Because I know they hear enough of, the criticism, not that it's unnecessary because they need it, but I try to just kind of be that person that keeps it all together.
Karthik?
Hey, Keyen, it's the first time we've talked to you, since you sustained that injury. One of the videos that went viral after you did was Coach Harper handing out a key to each player on the team. What did that mean to you for her to give a representation of really you to the entire team for the rest of the season?
That was awesome. It was such a great surprise. I had no clue it was coming, but I think it showcases just what we've been telling you guys all year, just how much the coaches love us and how genuine it is, and that it starts at the top. Because that's something that Kelly thought of on her own, and put it into action. And I think that just goes to show you just how much of a family we are, that she cared enough to be able to, like you said, give them a representation of me and just ask everybody to bring 1% more each day. It meant a lot.
Kellyanne?
Hey, Keyen, you've dealt with a lot of adversity in terms of injuries in your career. Now with Jordan Horson out for the next at least few weeks, how have you helped her kind of, just live in this space right now of just injury and overcoming that?
Yeah. Your first injury is hard. Your long-term injury, we all ankles and sprained fingers and stuff. But I try to give her space at first because I remember being so overwhelmed with all the people that reached out to me in the first few days, and I just didn't even want to respond anymore. So I think that was the first step, just kind of letting her process it. But past the processing, you got to get out of your own head. So I've been trying to encourage her, you can't live in that space. You can't just be thinking about it all the time and mulling over it all the time, or you're going to be miserable. You have to find somebody else to focus on. And the people that you need to focus on are these girls right here that are on the court. So figure out the ways that you can encourage them, figure out the ways that you can help other people make up for what you did on the court. If that's teaching them, if that's kind of giving them tips on certain things, figure out where you can work in that space. But one of the main things is that you definitely have to get out of your own head.